This is code.org. Let's see what we're doing. Slow down and reverse. Let me hit run. Oh, there. Oh. Whoop. Okay, it just flies off the screen. All right. In this animation, a mouse runs past the cat. Let's change it so the mouse slows down and reverses before reaching the cat. Right, because the cat would, well, it might be hungry. Then reverses direction to the right. Note the current x velocity of the mouse is Sprite. Okay, so what is the current velocity? We start it, that's the scale, just kidding. It starts at 0, looks like. Oh, no, that's the cat. So the velocity starts at -20. All right, so it's -20. Speeds across the screen. And then in the function draw loop, we have nothing. In this draw function, the draw loop runs 30 times a second, but all we're doing is updating the sprites. So, boom. The reason the background works is because the background's a sprite. We don't have to draw it color-wise, and it's way up here. So it still covers it up, and we don't need to worry about that part. All right, so now our mouse just runs this way. Okay, now we want it to slow down, use the counter pattern to change the velocity so that it approaches 0, then changes direction. Well, if it's currently at -20, how would we make -20 approach 0? If you have a negative number and you want to get to 0, you would have to add. So I'm going to first, though, go to sprites and do velocity x, and I'll drop it right under update mouse's velocity. And I need to do mouse. We don't have a sprite, we have a mouse. Now, we just said we need to add to it, so add. And what do I want to add? Well, I want to add its old velocity, right? Because we aren't going to just change it all suddenly. So the mouse.velocity x velocity plus, I don't know, 1. I'm really not sure here. Now, what will occur is 30 times a second, this runs. And what we're doing is saying, hey, get the mouse's x old velocity. Well, mouse x has a new velocity. What is it? It's equal to the old velocity plus 1. Well, when we start, that old velocity is -20. -20 plus 1 is -19. So this is -19. And we draw the mouse over -19. Watch. This is 400x. You can see down here. And if I move over, you can watch it decrease. So over -19, we'd be like here-ish. And we go loop back around and then draw a loop. We say the mouse.velocity x has a new value. What is it? It's equal to the old value. So I just said that was -19. -19 plus 1 is -18. So now we draw the mouse over just -18 like here-ish. And we keep going 30 times a second. Let's see if this works. And it stops perfectly. Ooh, and it knows we did it. Cool. Onward.